everyone. In this video, I'll be walking you through Team Sauerkraut's progress on Deliverable 3. We've made substantial updates since our last submission, and I'll be discussing the key changes and improvements we've made based on the feedback we have received. Let's start with our domain class model. Based on feedback, we made significant changes to simplify the model and improve its readability. We removed several unnecessary classes like notification, reservation, and bowling alley, and eliminated redundant attributes such as ccnum from the customer class. The credit card class now handles that information through an association. Additionally, we streamlined the session and league classes to reduce clutter, ensuring the model is now easier to interpret. Next, we updated the use case model. One of the major revisions here was cleaning up the unnecessary connections of actors to the extend cases, which was pointed out in our feedback. We ensured consistency with the system's intended use, especially in managing sessions and login processes. This change simplifies the visual flow and ensures that each use case remains clear and focused on the right actors and interactions. Moving on to sequence diagrams, the first is customer reserve session, which we refined the alternate conditions to handle various scenarios, including when there are too many players, when the time or lane is unavailable, and what happens if a transaction fails. In the second, the owner and customer, we added conditions to validate the customer's information, such as checking if the customer is already in the system or if the credit card number is invalid. These changes ensure both diagrams better represent the system's real-world processes. We also revised the activity diagram, focusing on the owner-admin interaction. The diagram now connects one actor to the various use cases, including adding customers, managing sessions, and logging in. This time, we ensured that the flow aligns with the revised sequence diagrams and includes both detailed and abstracted actions, such as creating a clear control for the user's interactions with the system. Our system class model also saw improvements, like changing the DCM, the domain class model. We simplified by removing unnecessary connections and focusing on essential relationships between core components like customer data, sessions, and admin control. This makes the model cleaner and more aligned with the rest of our system. This week we introduced two operational patterns. The first is for a reserve session, where we outline the process of reserving a bowling alley session, covering key points like validating the number of players, checking lane availability, and handling payment issues. The second pattern, for add customer, details the steps an owner takes to add a customer, including credit card validation and preventing duplicate entries. These operational patterns help formalize the logic for these key system operations. Next, we revised personas based on feedback we received. We focused more on the system side goals for each persona, ensuring they reflect the specific frustrations, motivations, and goals related to using the system. For example, we updated the owner and trainer personas to better represent their interactions with the system, highlighting the needs for managing sessions and users effectively. Lastly, we made some minor improvements to the UI design to be more streamlined and in line with all the control flow and logic that we changed previously. In conclusion, our team has made substantial progress in refining our system's design across all areas, from the domain class model and use case model to the sequence diagrams. We've incorporated the feedback to simplify and clarify our diagrams, introduced operational patterns for key processes, and made the personas and UI more system-focused. We're excited about our improvements and look forward to continuing our work in the next phase. Thank you.